Welcome to Tales of Nowhere, a tabletop RPG podcast. I'm Spencer and I play Isaac.
My name's Alex and I play Hondo.
My name is Eric and I play Thane.
Who?
Well, I was going to say Thane Diedrich.
Thane's twin brother?
I was going to say, should I say my whole name? But it doesn't matter.
My name is Eric and I play Thane Diedrich.
My name's Kelsey and I play Kieran.
And last but not least, the most important member of our group, the ingeniously irreverent
That's
All
pretty
right.
good. Yeah.
He says with a question mark.
Joshua. I was kind of checking it by you guys, so.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can take it away, man.
Previously on... What's our thing called? Tales of Nowhere. The Tales of Nowhere.
We met the king. The sex dungeon got real dangerous.
We did battle. Did really
I
bad.
almost lost all my pastries.
And all your hit points. I dropped my laser gun, and then I caught it in midair and fired the killing blow.
After she was killed, her body just collapsed.
Like a balloon.
There's something going on with the Drow, and it sounds like a virus or a drug.
We've accepted a mission to go find out what it is.
The king asked us to go to the Underdark.
With Rastafari.
Yes. Riles.
And the best part is we're going to get a bunch of money if we do this. And maybe even the answer to a very important question. We'll see if the king actually does what I asked him to.
Welcome to Tales of Nowhere. All right. So, you guys sleep in royal quarters.
It's pretty comfy.
They're very nice. Yes, you guys don't have to worry about attacks because you're deep in the center of the kingdom and there's guards everywhere.
Do we each get our own rooms, or is it like a dorm room?
Thank you for asking, because I wasn't going to
Situation?
ask. I was
Yeah.
like, what's happening?
Bunk
This
beds.
is important.
You know, like I imagine you guys get your own rooms, but they're next to each other.
Oh, cool.
With adjoining doors.
Adjoining doors.
No adjoining doors.
Adjoining drawbridges.
Bubda probably would have not wanted to be alone,
Not
so he probably bunked in
Hondos.
Hondo's room. Yes, because
That
Hondo
sounds
and
so
him have
right.
bonded so
so
much. I guess he would be staying with Kieran if Kieran's cool with that. If not, like, put him out on the doorstep like the cat. He would sleep, like, at the foot of the bed on the floor
Yeah.
with, like, a blanket. Next morning, the king actually has everything packed up for you guys. You guys don't even get breakfast. He's like, there's, like, food to take on your way.
Oh, on the go.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow, he's
Rylatar's
kicking us
actually
out.
like, get moving. I've been up since midnight.
Did he ever go to bed?
No, well, I mean, he's a drow. The elves don't really sleep.
Oh, okay.
And when they do, it's like they go into a trance for 4 hours.
Remember the welcoming party when we first got here? I missed that.
All the people that loved you.
Yeah.
Got some hardtack and
Hooray.
granola or something.
What's that?
Hardtack and granola. Powerball. Bars.
Technically,
Power
in
balls?
D&D, it's
Power
called
balls.
trail
Just in
rations.
case.
What was that?
In D&D, it's called trail rations.
Actually,
Oh.
something you might be
Okay.
accustomed to, kind of.
I was about to say, did we go to the bathroom before or no?
If any of you need to pee, do it now. We're not going to stop along the trail.
It's okay. I don't need to stop to do it. Let it hang free, you know?
Now you have forced me and everyone listening to picture this.
No, that's probably getting cut.
Anyway, so Rylatar's waiting for you downstairs outside the castle the next morning. Like I said, everything's packed with trail rations and supplies onto a horse. I guess you guys don't all get horses. You're going to be traveling to the Underdark, though.
Okay.
As you're leaving the town, Rylatar makes it clear to you guys, and he's like, first are some ground rules. Number 1, when we find treasure, I get 50% of all of it.
15?
50.
I heard 15.
Me too.
Anyone got a problem with that?
Well, I feel like 30 would be more fair.
I feel like we should split it evenly between the, 5 of us?
Yeah. Probably evenly. How much percentage is that?
Sounds like
According
I'm just
to
not
that.
going to tell you about it then.
Yeah, what if we don't tell you about it? Then can we keep 100% for ourselves?
Why would you ask him?
If you
He's
are
very
able to
honest.
find and keep treasure without me noticing, you are welcome to it.
Challenge accepted.
All
I was
right.
just about to say.
I mean, that means we're all just going to keep it in our pockets and not show
Well,
you.
I mean,
Ching, ching,
if-
ching, ching.
the thing is you guys don't know this guy. He might
no, I assume he
be
has.
super observant.
Yes.
Sounds like
exactly.
a super dick.
Yeah.
Listen, Riles.
Yeah, can we call you? I like that a lot. I was just about to ask for a nickname.
We're going to split 20%. Everything we find.
That's even. It's
Roll
across
a-
the board.
So are you trying to convince him or intimidate
Yeah,
him?
shake
Whatever
persuasion.
whatever I'm better at.
It didn't really sound that much like a threat, but you could have put a threatening tone on
Yeah,
it.
you could redo it as a
Or it
threatening
could
thing.
be a persuasion, like you're trying to say, okay, we're all getting 20.
Is this one of those things where I can roll a helping die if I say stuff to...
Yeah, what are you
Or
going
can I
to say?
Rely on my luck.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I mean, it's only fair, right? There's 6 of us. We should split it
do
evenly.
Persuasion. Yeah, I'm not threatening yet.
5, 4, 6.
So
Does
you would
the-
roll
does
a
the little
d20.
guy get some?
Add your persuasion to it. And you would roll a d20 to see if you helped.
Do I add anything to it or just straight up?
Just your persuasion.
So my helping roll is a 17.
Okay, so you get a +2 to whatever your
Awesome.
total is.
I'm definitely gonna need that because that's a 14
Total?
total.
With the +2?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any idea the risk I'm taking by escorting non-Underdarkians? Non-Drow to the Underdark.
I feel like if
I
that
am
was,
taking the biggest risk here, so I'm taking the biggest cut.
You
I mean,
kidding me?
the king probably would have said that was cool or not. You just decided to mention it now, huh?
All right, we'll just go back to the king. That's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
can we just go back? I mean, we're not that far yet.
my
Let's
guest.
negotiate that.
Good luck getting into the Underdark without
We're
me.
traveling to the Underdark where we're going to face everything that wants to kill us, and you're the one taking the risk?
Yes, I'm taking more of a risk than the rest of you.
What could happen to you?
Yeah, my point exactly.
You lot going to the Underdark would be murdered on sight.
Uh-huh. And you?
Me escorting people to the Underdark, they will kill me and my entire bloodline.
Oh, that's terrible.
Do you have kids? Are you dad?
We're not bonding. I don't like you. I will accept 40% and you guys can just split up the rest how you see fit.
That's fine, I guess.
Well, plus we're getting a big reward in the end.
Yeah,
from
you
the king.
don't get 40% of the torts, do you?
They're horrible. You wouldn't like them.
Whatever you've negotiated with the king is between you and the king.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Agreeable.
I'm talking about treasure that we pick up along the way.
That you find.
Now, if we
Honestly,
get
who in the
away-
9 hells are you people that you don't know these basic concepts? He's taking 40% and you guys split up the other
60?
60%.
Now, if we get caught hiding it from you,
Then you'll be tasting the point of my sword.
With our mouths, or
Wherever I happen
I don't
to
like the
stick
taste of sword.
whichever place I end up sticking it into you.
okay.
Could
well,
be your
don't threaten
mouth,
me with a good time.
though. That's the only
There were other
rule, right?
no, there were other rules, and I can't even think about them now because you guys are off the rails. All right. He's like, you'll do as I say when we get to the Underdark. If you fail to follow my rules, you could lead to all of our deaths.
So far, there's only the one, so
Yeah, we might be able to follow that one.
I'm pretty good with
There
that.
will be more.
Do I
Are you
need
just
to,
gonna,
do
like,
I need to write that?
improvise
what if we
them along
break
the
one
way?
before you say it?
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you get a list, please?
He really doesn't like all of you
Yes.
right now.
This is gonna be so fun.
He just turns and starts walking.
Okay. As we're walking, I look around and grab a stick from the ground and break off a little less than half and give it to Rylatar, and then break off the other chunks into equal parts and give it to one piece of wood for each. I found this treasure.
Treasure!
I just thought, we have the rule and everything. I was going to use it a walking stick, but
Okay, he draws his rapier and points it at your throat so fast that you weren't ready for it.
I didn't roll anything, Joshua.
I know, it's called a surprise attack.
Oh.
He has not stabbed you with it yet, but looks like he may. Are you children? I am not here for jokes or playing or babysitting.
Hondo takes his portion of the stick and puts it in his pocket.
I don't think he likes your stick.
Okay, sticks aren't treasure. Got it.
I hand my stick to the goblin.
Bubda takes it as a gift from his pretty lady, and he immediately starts hugging it and rubbing it against his face like a doll.
He liked it.
Now there's someone who appreciates treasure.
That's right.
Rylatar keeps walking on.
The treasure of friendship.
And we're just saying this together while he's walking away from us.
So you guys travel pretty much all day. Along the way, Rylatar really isn't very talkative with you people.
Oh, really? You don't
He
say.
tells you when to stop. He tells you when you're going to set up camp. And he tells you when to eat. He tells you kind of just what you need to know.
How many
at
bites
the
to
moment.
take? How long to chew?
Chewing time's over. Go to bed.
Are we there yet?
I knew that was coming. One of you people. I gotta stop saying you people. He allows it. He's kind of realized now just not to take you guys seriously.
Good.
Yeah.
You could say he doesn't get riled up.
How long before I start swearing? We'll see how this goes. Okay.
Pushing Josh as much as Rylatar.
So yeah, you guys stay the night.
Fire?
In the woods?
Campfire. Rylatar's like, going to keep it watch.
Do you guys not sleep?
We sleep. We require less sleep. As an elf, I think your friend would understand this.
I don't get
Yeah,
it.
but not me. That's why I'm asking the question. Jeez.
How long have you been traveling with him?
Like, oh, what, a year?
And you don't know how intriguing, if I cared. You will take first watch, halfling.
Okay.
Exactly 1 hour. Then you will wake up the human.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Hondo.
Yep.
The human has a name, you
I
know.
don't
You could learn
care
our
what-
names. I
I
learned
don't
your
care what you
name.
call the human.
It's Riles.
Yeah, Riles.
Yeah, Papa Riles.
Then you will wake up the elf.
We don't
The
really
elf
need to.
will
They
wake
don't
up-
they don't necessarily sleep, they just meditate. I know that because we've been traveling for a really long time together.
Yep.
So. Then who?
Okay.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
in this one you still are out of it when you're in the trance. In addition 4, they didn't do it that way.
Oh, okay.
How does it work then? Is it difficult for them to wake from the trance, or is it just like waking up?
It's not as hard to wake up as it is from sleep, but they are still kind of out
A
of
little grog.
out
Okay.
of coherence.
So what do I roll? Perception?
For keeping watch?
Yeah.
Wait, we need to
Yeah.
finish.
So
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. Sorry. Go to sleep, guys. I got this. Well, yeah, it's not good. It's a 9 total? No, actually passive is higher, so
yeah, use your passive if you
Hey.
if you roll under a 10,
yeah, I should just not roll ever. 16.
you don't see anything.
Okay.
You
But-
were-
I think I do a really good job.
you think you did a great job.
Okay. Too bad nobody's around to hear, see this awesome watch. That sentence really got away from me. Who do I would do Hondo?
See this, watch this.
See this? Too bad nobody's around to see this, watch this, or hear me say these words. Hondo.
You wake
Yeah.
up, Hondo.
Is that how you
Do
would wake
you wake
him
me
up?
up? So
Hey.
Hondo wakes up and goes, and I assume goes the same place you were.
I guess, yeah, if
Yeah.
you want to.
All right, roll a perception.
Oof.
Passive.
I got a 12. No wonder I freaking suck. at
You got a
this.
12?
I
Your
got a 12.
perception skill's not that high.
All right, just a second.
But nothing happens during my shift, right?
Well, I don't know. He's got a.
Yeah, nothing happens. Good job for you.
For serious?
Oh,
For
wow.
serious?
So excited.
Ooh.
It was uneventful, and
Cool.
I took your stick and I whittled it down to a toothpick and put it in my mouth.
Oh, I like that.
Wait, did you
mine-
wake him back up to give him a report on how your watch went?
Oh, you're
He's
right.
not talking in a.
Hey,
By the way,
Hey, Rylatar, my watch went really good.
this is a
Just
great
saw that you want to
toothpick.
know.
just wanted you to know. No, I just told everyone that's
Yeah.
what happened.
That's what happened. That's a good. Yeah, that's a nice thing.
I go
All right.
over to crap.
Thane.
Thane. Sorry, dude.
It's not crap.
Thane.
I wake up and say, my name's not crap.
Wake up.
I grunt and roll over.
And then I kick you. Should I do a roll a kick? No. No, I just shove you
Alright.
harder. Thane.
All right.
Get
then.
up.
I get up.
Okay, roll a
Take
perception.
take the watching. Okay, 17.
Nothing happens.
Guys, you guys are good.
Cool. I wake up Kieran
Sweet.
and I say, may the sweet horn of justice guide you in
I'm
your
gonna
watch.
go for passive perception 15.
All right. Actually, yeah, nothing happens. But that's only been 4 hours, I think.
Oh, okay.
We only have an hour
Hours?
of watch each.
I wasn't
Yeah,
sure if it was
because
an hour
Rylatar only
shift.
requires, and so does he, only requires 4 hours of
Do I gotta
sleep.
wake up?
Oh, okay.
So you get to wake up Rylatar.
Kind of like kneel beside him and kind of poke him. Hey, hey.
I want to be like the happiest person when he wakes up in the morning.
He is a morning
really
person.
not happy.
Shining day! Like that. He just opens his eyes and looks at you. And
We saved you 50% of the night.
Rylatar keeps watch the rest of the night. Nothing really happens.
Cool.
The next morning, he's like, we cannot go to the official entrance to the Underdark. You would never be allowed in. In fact, you'd probably be shot on sight.
What is the official entrance? Is it like a big old staircase?
Do you not know this?
I've never been. We've never been. That's why we're having you take, because you've been.
Yes, I am from the Underdark.
Yeah, so
but
what's it-
I would think the seasoned adventurers I was led to believe you are
Yeah.
would have a little bit more knowledge of these sorts of things.
So many seasons. Like April. I mean,
Season of
We've
April.
traveled far from
Yeah.
this land before.
Mostly
and
in
there
other
is no
continents.
Underdark
Oh, yes.
where
What
we
was the
come.
mythical kingdom called?
Canada.
Canada.
We don't have to get
Canada.
into that, though.
Yeah, it says there is a grand entrance to the Underdark that is heavily guarded. Yes, only certain people are allowed in, merchants, things of this nature. Very trusted and carefully monitored. So
We're going through
Wait,
the
are
back
you
door.
we
gonna
shall be
smuggle
going
us?
through one of the unofficial entrances to the
Okay.
Underdark.
It's just a sinkhole.
Yeah, he immediately packs up. You guys travel the rest of the day, and then you come to what looks like a hillside. Everyone make an intelligence check.
What?
19.
15.
19.
11.
Okay, you two, being Hondo and Thane, as you get closer to the hillside, like he's walking straight at it, and you guys can kind of tell there's something not quite right about the hillside.
There's something not quite right about this hillside.
What are you talking about?
Looks pretty
it's just like
rolling to me.
it's like the side of a small cliff. When he walks up to it, he like puts his hand through it. You two could kind of tell it was
See
an
the
illusion.
glimmer?
Yeah,
We knew it was there.
you two were
You guys don't see
completely fooled.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I saw that from like a mile away.
So does he go in or what?
Yeah.
He
He puts a hand in to show you guys, and then he just walks in. You guys follow him.
this? Yes, we follow him.
Like immediately, it's just dark. When you look behind you, it's almost like night and day. It's so like bright and
Can
sunny
we see like
outside.
behind us? Can we see through the rock wall? Or
Yeah,
does
you
it
can
like...
see out.
Okay.
It's like a two-way mirror.
Whoa.
You notice
Yeah.
Kieran's just like standing outside.
Did you not come in?
No.
Bub is waiting with you then. Yeah, as you look down, so it goes downward. It's like a cave,
That's why I was
very
assuming it was a
natural
cave,
looking,
yeah.
goes downward, like, immediately goes dark. It seems like there's no kind of vegetation or anything. Somewhere deep in there, you can hear the echoing sounds of like water dripping somewhere. Echoing through the
Stonewalking
cave.
isn't in my power set.
Hondo, even though he may have seen it, is
Mm-hmm.
very confused and baffled by this whole experience.
That's
very
true.
magical.
Yeah.
Is this some kind of hologram?
A whole of what?
I mean, like, you seriously have to be blocking light to do this? It's pretty advanced tech.
I
Oh
mean,
my
I
God.
admit it's a greater spell, but it's not unheard of to see illusion magic. There's so much that does not add up about you four.
You look who's talking. Rylatar, if that is your real name. No, sorry, Riles, if that is your real name.
This is his venture.
I'm glad you said that because I actually forgot his real name. So
Okay, I duck my head back through the rock wall and say, Kieran, we're good. I mean, it works. This isn't a real wall.
I look back and say, Kieran, do you trust me?
Right now, all she sees are two heads poking out of a stone wall.
And I stick my hand out. I reach out to her.
Take the hand.
Oh, dear.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I'm very gentle, so I gently pull you.
You're like a gentleman.
And
like a gentleman.
with Bubda hanging onto your other hand.
A chain of people.
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
thing. Grab my hand.
It's okay, pretty lady. Bob will take care of you. Nothing going to happen to us under there.
Uh-oh.
Bubda, do you know this place, Bubda? The Underdark?
Underdark. Everybody has heard of Underdark.
Yeah, everybody. Just making sure you had K. Cool, thanks.
Goblins live in Underdark. Those are the goblins that live under here. But not Bobdo's people.
I look at Kieran. Okay, what did he just say?
She shrugs.
I want Bub to just start telling a huge story of his people for like the next 3 hours.
3 eons ago, Bobdo's people sat on the shores of the...
3 hours later.
with his last dying breath.
No, that's not happening.
Okay.
Bubda doesn't know his
Fantastic.
own history.
So where do we go from here, Riles?
He's like, well, this is the Underdark. From here on out, like I said, you will do everything I say.
It's just crazy. We haven't been doing that before, so this will be really new for all of us.
And if you could do it without the attitude, I would be very appreciative.
If you could do it without the 40%, I'd be really appreciative. But
You guys are traveling through the tunnel. You would just follow Rylatar's lead, going down. He doesn't light a torch or
Baby.
anything. I think most races
So-
have pretty good low light vision, dark vision. Humans don't.
I mean, no, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Oh, hey, a couple things. So no, I don't think I have dark vision. And two, is the Underdark just where the Drow live as regular people, or is it like a den of thieves and unscrupulous types?
It's where they normally live,
Oh, okay.
as well as the other races that are
So
down
it's like
here.
a city that people just live residentially. And
Yeah, there's like big cities, metropolises under metropolis,
Metropoli. Yeah.
metropoli.
Okay, cool.
So as you travel, you guys are going like super deep under the
So-
ground. The travel down is an incline downward, but you're going so far down. You're like, how deep are we now? It seems
How deep
way
are we
deeper
now?
than you should be,
Way deeper
Is
than
it,
we should be.
than you
Is-
would have thought.
It's
Is it
getting-
like it is a cave? So there's like stalactites and little
Yeah, and
stalagmites
there's places that
Sounds
branch.
so excited.
Well, Mr. College.
Yeah.
No, there are.
There
There are stalactites and stalagmites, and there's branches that break off, and there's sometimes where they're big cavernous parts of the cave, like huge areas, and then there's some where you're kind of squeezing through to get
cool.
through. So
It's rather moist, probably.
It's getting cold too.
yeah, it's getting cooler, it's getting more damp.
But we
Um,
can officially add spelunking to our resume.
Right,
Yeah.
you guys. I mean, every
Yeah.
now and then you can see little spiders or things on the walls crawling around, just insects, things that live down here
Gross.
in the dark.
Kieran stays as far away from the walls as possible.
Mhm.
Bubda catches one and eats it. So
It tastes good. You want some, pretty lady?
Don't touch me.
like it's really hard to keep track of time this deep in the earth because there's no like sun or anything to go off of. You don't really know how long you've been.
Riles, how long
traveling
have we
for.
been traveling like this?
I love that he responds to the nickname.
He's like, why fight it? It's getting about evening time.
How do you do that? Can you teach me?
No,
Innate
tragically,
senses?
I don't think I can.
Well, if you don't ask. And then I walk away.
All right.
Riles, you have a beautiful home here. It's very lovely.
He ignores most of what you guys
Oh,
say,
man.
unless
Oh,
it's
I'm
relevant.
so excited.
You guys have caused this in him.
Oh
Now he only responds. or
yeah,
pays
he was
attention when
such
it's
a sweet guy before we started talking to him.
There was.
Everyone roll a perception check.
16.
15.
I'm looking at something else, so 5.
What's your passive?
Never mind. 12.
Mine's
How
15.
much better, I feel.
It's better than 5.
It is better than 5. You're right. Did Bubba do an amazing job?
He did, actually. I
This-
rolled really well for
This
So-
is his home, though.
yeah,
it makes
that's right.
sense.
Yeah.
That's where he lives.
Rylatar puts a hand out and stops everyone. And he kind of holds up a finger as if to motion for you guys to be quiet real quick.
Soccer mom save?
And soccer mom save, like the hand out in front.
Yeah.
And Bubda actually has jumped in front of Kieran.
Unholster my laser pistol?
I reach for my sword.
Okay, yeah. We want to pull out your weapons?
Yes.
Kieran
you guys-
looks like she's about to take out her sword, and she opens her mouth like she's going to say a catchphrase, and then realizes she has to be quiet.
Oh, I
And
wish
so
you
the
would.
whole side of her cave just like lights up with pink light, like.
He's like, shush, guys, be quiet.
Yeah.
By the power of...
And this long, skinny, tentacle-like thing flies out at you guys. Rylatar like sticks his rapier out just in time to like block it from its target. Everyone get ready for battle.
Okay.
So that means roll for initiative.
22.
Very large 6.
11. Just a normal sized 11.
Kieran,
I got a 19.
by the pink light of Kieran's
Yes.
blade, you can see now that the tentacle leads back to what looks like a very large stalagmite, but it is moving in a way that rock should not be able to move, and it's got one giant eye and a huge mouth full of just jagged teeth that looks
Uh-oh.
big enough to swallow one of you, especially
Uh-oh.
the smaller classes such as Isaac and Bubda.
Cool.
I could live in there.
It's got tentacles
Well,
all
or
around
die.
it now.
Rocktopus.
I like to be optimistic.
Rocktopus.
Yes.
Rocktopus.
That's so good.
Such a cooler name than what's actually in the book.
Well, and Kieran
And
would...
that's what Kieran just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
Rocktopus.
Rocktopus.
I like this
just
idea.
straight.
Yeah, it's super,
Because she's a
super
superhero,
good.
like she can't help but give things clever nicknames.
name, yeah.
Like Bill.
And then music starts.
Rylatar actually goes first, and he runs at the monster. And,
And dies.
And immediately gets eaten.
That would be awful.
in Rylatar's movements, Isaac, you would pick up, roll a perception.
17.
You notice something in his movement where he is. The rogues actually have this side language of their own.
Thieves can't. I was going to ask
Yes.
about that. That's why I asked if the
So
underground
he's
was
thieves
unscrupulous.
canting to you
Sweet.
a strategy where he is going to engage it so that you can get your sneak attack bonus.
Yeah, I was going to do it anyway, but I signed...
Because he would get it. He's a rogue as well, so
Is
he
he
would get
really?
it. He would get it, but he's going to not get it so that you can get it.
Can I thieves camp back, or is there not enough time?
Sure.
I say, thanks for taking one for the team.
All right.
I say, hey, listen, I really appreciate what you're doing here for a while.
I sign that back. And I don't know how I'm doing it, which is the weirdest
what's the way to
thing.
communicate? I don't-
It's like a language, like a
Like
sign
hand
language.
It's like
gestures
it's,
and
different
it's
body
symbols
several
and
things. It could be
gestures.
like a sign language, or through movement, or when you're talking in sentences and you're like throwing in weird like
Pronunciation.
or like syllable
Inflections.
stress, inflection, emphasis, and things like that.
Yeah,
like
it's super cool.
If you're another thief, you can pick up on these things, and it's like a code. Like
Mhm.
they're
Cool.
so
It's probably with
That
their
is
hips.
cool.
It is cool.
So-
Thank you for
I know
saying
how to
that.
play this game
It took me
too.
a second, yeah.
he actually missed.
You're a real bad thief.
No, well, I mean his attack connects, but it's like
But he's
rock.
within 5 feet. Okay.
It's like rock, so it like slides off of it. But he's engaging it in melee combat.
okay, cool.
With his rapier, he's stabbing the giant beast with a little
He's stabbing
tiny
the
sword.
giant rock with a tiny
Yeah.
sword.
While also studying the rock to find vulnerable points,
Of course he is.
because that's what he does. All right, Isaac, it is actually your turn.
Cool. I blast it
Remember, you get your sneak attack bonus.
if I hit, yeah. 22.
All right, that is a hit.
Okay, so that's weapon damage plus 3d6.
Did you just roll a 1?
No, that's actually a 6. I had to check to make sure. But
Nice.
so that's 19 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Smoked him. Right in the tentacle. Because I didn't figure that shooting a rock would be a great idea. Bullets bounce.
True.
Do lasers?
Is it a
though?
bullet?
I don't know. Actually, I should look into
Couldn't
that.
the
It is a
laser
laser,
cut
but I don't know
through?
what kind of physical properties the laser has
Against a rock.
against a rock, especially. Yeah, because there's got to be some limit. It can't cut
It's
through everything.
Bubda's turn, and Bubda looks like he actually is going to stay in front of the pretty lady to try and defend her.
Oh, protect.
Pansy.
Kieran, you actually get to go.
Well, she's gonna leap right over this cute little
Aw.
goblin.
So stand back for the lady! And you just like vault over him. Ah!
Does some kind of lame little twirly flip thing. and
Sweet!
It's not lame. It's amazing.
Yeah.
6 plus 7. That's probably not gonna hit.
No, it's
Oh, wait,
surprisingly
but I have 2
do-
attacks. Do I get a?
Oh yeah, go for the second one. It's surprisingly dodgy for a rock planted to the ground.
Rocktopus.
He can move, but he is not fast.
It's a 16 plus 7.
22. Okay, that's a hit.
So the first one probably like cut into the ground.
Yeah.
Wrong rock.
There's
Oops.
that
Oops.
And then like
math's
on the
wrong, it was 23.
upswing, probably got
Still a
him
hit.
Yeah.
with it. And
Give
then
me a
it's
break.
7 plus 4, so 11.
It does not like that. In fact, it's going to retaliate.
Oh boy.
Doon, doon. So a tendril, one of its tentacle-like appendages, swings at you. What's your AC?
18.
It misses you. Another one swings at you. The second tendril just wraps around you and grapples you and squeezes tight.
Just a
Octopus,
nice-
no.
This is the hardest I've had to
Rocktopus.
avoid making a joke.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
It's also lashing out at Rylatar.
No, Riles.
Both times it
Dad.
So he was very, very good at dodging and flipping and getting out of the way, so it missed. But it reels you inward. So you are pulled in 25 feet, which
Whoa.
would be enough. You were already adjacent to it. And it's going to bite you.
Ugh. With what?
King
Does it have a mouth in there?
Yeah, remember the huge
Yeah, it's
mouth?
got a-
with the big
Oh yeah, the
teeth?
huge mouth that I
big
could live
mouth.
in. That's right.
Yeah.
It's bigger than your last apartment.
It has its own
It
plumbing
does, yeah.
system.
Bites down, but your armor is strong enough that it did not. I'm not going to say the word penetrate. I'm not going to say it.
Puncture.
It didn't get through.
I mean, is that better? I don't think it's better.
I think you need to use
better,
proper
but not
terminology.
so much.
Yeah.
It didn't penetrate.
Oh boy.
This
Wait,
is-
are we talking about the tentacle or the mouth?
The tentacle pulled her closer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, but you are grappled,
All right.
and as such, you are restrained. You have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws because it is also sapping your strength.
I bet
Through
it
the
is.
tentage. Dang it. No. Thane, it's your turn. Do something.
Can I get close enough to cut her free
Yes.
Cool.
You can get up to the tentacle and cut it.
with my forearm snap blades?
Nice.
So cool.
I make my cool hand gesture.
What happens?
You said
Yeah,
it's
what
an
do you
upside
do?
down. It's a flip off.
Oh
upside
yeah,
down.
that's right.
As it comes out over the top.
That's right. I did. Yep, I flip off the rocktopus,
Which does
and
what now?
extends my
Yeah.
snap blades.
Oh,
my forearm
okay.
Snap blades. So that's going to be not great.
I should mention also, sorry, you all have inspiration. Do you guys know how inspiration works in Dungeons and Dragons? Here's how we use it. You can use it to re-roll, but you only have one inspiration.
Oh,
and they
that's
don't
right.
stack. I can't give you another one until you've used up the one you have. You can earn them by doing well in role-playing, or if your character makes a decision that I think was really true to his character, so things like that. Anyway,
Okay.
what did you get?
15.
That is a miss. It's just
Second
moving
attack.
too much.
Yeah.
Wiggly.
I'll attack again.
What'd you get?
It's a 16.
Also a miss.
Then I insult it.
Your mother's a stalactite.
Good
That's my
job,
turn.
Dane.
No, it was a bad job.
No, I mean, that was
missed
a good
it.
try. Valiant effort.
Valiant effort.
Do better next time.
Here's an award for your try.
Hondo, your turn.
Hondo hands you a rock.
Yeah.
Great. Now I have a
Throw the
stick and a
rock at
rock.
I feel like I should go after Kieran's tentacle as well.
Go ahead and attack it.
20!
Oh, House rule on a natural 20 is full damage, plus you get to roll again. But what would your full damage be?
Oh, sorry. I'm attacking with my sword. Is it D6?
So it's 1d6 plus 6?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 12 already? Okay, the tentacle falls off. Just by what you've done so far, you've already...
Killed it.
You've
Dude, I
already
should do the
killed it.
20 every time.
Yeah, roll,
you
just
think
roll the
so?
20. Have you not been rolling the 20
I haven't
every
been
time?
thinking about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's why.
That's a better
Yeah,
approach.
just roll the 20.
Luckily, I have a second attack.
I think you're right, though. I should try rolling 20s every time.
No,
No,
It
no.
just
I mean,
isn't- it's
no,
not
just
the
keep
same.
doing what you're doing. You're doing great.
You don't need
So
it.
good.
You get a second attack. That's awesome, though.
I know,
So,
yeah.
Kieran, you're free now.
Yay.
I feel like we can run away from the rock, but the tentacles are all around.
The problem, yeah.
Yeah, the tentacles
They're
are
gonna grab
very,
us.
very long.
But if we can somehow kill the rock, all tentacles stop.
Yeah, it's a classic
Rock
game
and
design.
tentacle.
The head of the
Rock
serpent.
and tentacle conundrum.
Yeah.
That's right.
Classic.
Run of the mill.
Gets me every time.
But if you kill the rock, does it create more rocks and then more tentacles?
Yeah, but which came first, the rock or the tentacle?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a
That's tough one.
hydroctopus.
This is really, guys. We should probably be fighting this thing, not like
I don't have
philosophy-
anything to do, apparently.
We're just standing here.
Rallatar's
talking
like, shut up and attack!
okay. So I turn around and go after another tentacle.
You rolled a 2?
I rolled
Wow.
a 2.
You got half of it right.
I did
You
okay.
remember-
Yeah.
You remember the 20 thing we talked about earlier?
So-
You missed
I
out on the
missed it
zero.
by a zero.
See, the zero has to be on the die for it to count. It's not like a
Why didn't you
yeah.
just tell me these
Yeah.
rules?
Yeah, it is confusing
So I
because it is
assume
zero.
I didn't accomplish
No,
that.
you swung at one, but it moved out of the way too fast.
Oh, okay.
Rylatar gets to go again. He is going to stab it in the face. Oh my gosh. I rolled the same thing I did last time. Yeah, his rapier clashes against the side of the rock and it just like ching, but it didn't.
Mm.
Isaac,
Blast him again, except in another place because that tentacle fell off.
are you aiming for another tentacle or are you aiming?
It's not going to matter. I was going to name it another tentacle, but I only got 10.
Phew, like your laser bolt just missed completely. You were shooting at a tentacle and it like moved.
Yeah.
They're just flailing everywhere the tentacles are, and so they're really hard to like aim specifically for one.
We get an inspiration every session, right?
No. You
Oh.
get an inspiration when I award you one.
Oh, okay.
So like we start with an inspiration.
Yeah, you would have started the game with an inspiration. You only have one attack, right?
Yeah, I can use my cunning action to hide, though. 12.
To hide? Well, he rolled awful.
Oh,
so
cool.
he
I
actually
disappear
did not
behind one of the
see you.
stalactites.
Yeah.
Mites. Which one goes up from the ground?
Might.
Stalagmites. It's Bubda's turn. He's super mad that the creature fondled the pretty lady. So he's going to run up and try to punch it.
Fondle.
Ah, Bubda, punch!
Nope. So
He
Bubda
says
fell. He actually was running up to the monster, and then he tripped on a little rock and fell on his face. So, Kieran, it's your turn.
After gracefully, I hope, landing from getting tentacled. I just want you to know that you picked the tentacle monster.
I was not thinking. We have an anime player inside of a fantasy world, and I guess it was a different kind of fantasy.
I'm going to try to stab it with a 19.
Not a hit.
Dang.
What? On a 19?
That sucks. So I guess I'll follow that up and try to do it again. 23.
All right, that's a hit.
8 damage.
All right, you're just being consistent because that's exactly what you missed on the first hit last time and hit with the
Yeah,
second one.
you know.
So the Roper gets to go again,
What about Riles?
Riles failed horribly.
but he was good at not getting hit as well.
He's really incompetent. Remember how he said he was just all this? Just,
Oh, yeah. Kept
the coolest
bragging,
guy.
kept bragging. Now it comes time to show his stuff. And
yeah, God's gift to the Underdark.
he sure is good at letting Kieran get grabbed by tentacles.
Yeah, just standing by and watching. The creep.
Thane, what is your AC?
Why do you ask?
just need
Just
to know.
curious.
Just out of curiosity.
21.
You are grappled by one of its tendrils.
Ugh.
Tendrils. That's such a better word.
Yeah, tendrils is pretty
Better?
decent. It's a little
Better
better.
than
Oh,
Tentacles.
dude,
Yeah.
Honda, what's your AC?
Oh, it's so high. 12.
You are also grappled.
I expected that to happen.
You guys get pulled in towards its mouth. It's going to bite. He's going to bite you, Thane. What's your AC again?
21.
Ooh, dude.
Dang.
22 piercing damage.
Oh,
As it
I'm immune to
bites down
piercing
on
damage,
you.
actually. so
Wow, that's a clever...
Really convenient.
Yeah.
How are
It's
you
weird how whenever you
immune?
get hit, you're
I'm-
immune to that.
I'm
kind of
pierced proof.
damage.
What do you have? Rock skin? What's happening?
No, I'm just pierce proof.
So he
Rock
succeeded on the
versus rock.
penetration that time.
Yes, he penetrated Thane.
There's a that was a rough penetration.
All right, it's your turn, actually, Thane. So
Oh, good.
when you're grappled, you actually have to spend your turn trying to break out of the grapple.
So you've been embraced.
It's a strength
And then-
check, but
What's the second word?
Penetrated.
so I was I'm sorry.
Embraced.
Embraced,
And then penetrated.
and then penetrated, and now
What is your response?
I'm seriously considering touching myself to heal myself.
That's good.
so you could do that this turn if you wanted, or you could spend your action trying to get out. It would be a strength check, but because his tentacles are sapping your strength, you would be at a disadvantage on the strength rolls.
Okay. We'll grapple.
All right. What'd you get?
Well, I did roll a natural 20,
Yeah.
But he's got disadvantage.
but disadvantage.
Oh, right.
I got 17.
You actually break out and you tore apart the tendril that was holding you as you did
Good.
it.
Dang.
And I do it awesomely.
As
like,
in, it's defeated?
No, the tendril.
The whole thing dies.
The tendril that was holding him.
Yeah, yeah.
like
That's what I
just
mean.
flies
So,
to pieces.
Well,
I
you
just,
ripped it when you ripped out of it.
yeah, I do like a
You
Wolverine
flexed.
roar
It's like
and just like,
It's like
and
Superman breaking out of the
and it
chains.
just shatters. Like,
Wolverine is
exactly.
definitely
Goes
better
everywhere.
analogy because he's got the.
because I have the claws.
Claws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. Hondo.
All right, I'm going to attempt to fight my way out.
All right. Struggle.
13.
You are still grappled.
That's okay for now.
That's okay for now. All right. Okay, Rylatar lets out kind of a battle cry,
What is
brings
this?
up his rapier and just brings it down, slicing straight through the tentacle that's holding you.
Oh.
And?
And it falls off.
And your last
destroyed.
chance
What
is
is
of
what does the
penetration.
screaming sound like?
Normal death. Normal
Is it like a
war
hi-ya,
cry.
or is it like a
No.
Oh, that's better.
There you
I
go.
like it.
And then he falls through. It's almost seamless. Like he cuts through your tentacle and then just like brings the rapier up and cuts the body part of the monster.
Rocktopus.
The rock
You almost said the real
monster.
name.
Dang. Glad we brought him along.
Yeah, I'm glad we brought him too.
No,
Yeah.
that's the first time he's hit something this whole fight.
Yeah, but it was a good hit.
He's at 33% right now, guys.
and he to the rest of you, he's like, aim for the body. Forget about the tentacles. Aim for the body. Isaac.
I peek out of my hiding spot and I aim for the tentacle for a second, and then
That's such an Isaac thing.
And then I
peek out
change-
from my
Do you
hiding
wink
spot.
at Rel?
Well,
Rel?
because
Rel.
you guys are close enough to make it happen, but because I hid, I do get the sneak attack if I can hit this guy right in the body with a not a great hit.
So are you aiming for the body because Rylatar told you to?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did he hear that? He was so far away and
He
hiding.
shouted it. Rylatar shouted it. You guys are kind of in a...
It may not matter though because it's only a 16.
That is a miss. Bubda gets up and tries to
Stiff.
hit the thing. Actually, Bubda hit.
Up to smash.
Bubda smash. He punches that thing square in its eye with his spiked gauntlet.
Dang.
Like that slow motion jump through the air punch
Nice.
right in the eye.
And
It blinked once and now it looks twice as angry.
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Kieran.
How many tentacles have we cut off? 4 now? 3 now?
3 now.
What'd you get?
That good,
Don't
huh?
worry about it. That was my first attack and it failed.
Oh,
You're about.
Oh, first
17.
attack and it failed.
17 is a
With a
miss.
7.
Oh, then
added on.
that's a hit then.
8 damage.
Okay.
I hate this thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's not friendly.
It doesn't like you much either.
I don't know. I'm the only one who hasn't really attacked yet.
Have we
so-
tried talking to him, guys?
Can we just talk to him for a
Maybe
second?
we shouldn't be killing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just slow down and just be like, guys, why are
Really?
you fighting
That
us?
obviously
into
wants
his
love.
home.
Maybe it has some very good points.
Yeah.
You guys didn't even bother to ask.
You know what, Rock?
Well,
You guys
Rylatar
are
told
all
us to.
stabby,
Rylatar's the
stabby.
evil one.
That's true.
Blame Rylatar.
That's true. He's a real jerk.
It's actually the
I don't
monster's
think-
turn.
You just saved my
And-
life again. so-
And 3 tentacles spring back out from it.
What? Does it have just a tissue freaking dispenser of tentacles under there?
Tentacle A and Tentacle B both went for the same person, and they ducked, and the tentacles tied together.
Nice.
Was that
Ah.
Okay.
And
Cool.
it's hilarious. They starts laughing.
One went for Hondo and missed.
Yes.
Oh, crap.
Did he miss again?
And yet another one tied up with another one. It's getting all
Sweet.
twisted together now.
Nice.
Go
in
after the
itself.
body, guys, because it's an idiot.
I keep rolling a one. I keep rolling ones.
Punch him in the eyeball because that's what's messing him up.
Yeah, apparently.
Thane, it's your turn.
Okay.
Nobody was captured
How do you
this
feel
time.
about watching this miracle of craptitude?
It's like a circus. Yeah.
Ineptitude.
Yeah, it really is.
Ineptitude.
It's an ineptitude circus.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to attack. I'm
Good
just
for
gonna
you.
I'm just gonna bury my snap blades into it. That's a crit.
Yes.
What's your full
Natural
damage?
20. It's only 1d6 plus 3, so
Okay, then roll an additional d6 and add that
It's
to it.
9
9,
plus.
6. Oh, plus 3.
18?
Yeah.
All right.
That's first attack.
Hondo.
Second attack.
Oh, no, go for it. Yes.
Don't short me an attack.
What is it? What'd you get?
6 plus 6, 12.
Oh, yeah, that's a miss. Hondo.
I am going to.
It looks pretty bad right now. It's not happy.
It has my snap blade buried in
It
its
looks
eye.
bad, like it looks unhealthy.
It looks
really
smeared.
unhealthy?
It's got all this
Bad to
blood
the bone.
everywhere. Somebody punched it in the eye, so it's all bloodshot in the eye, and its tentacles are all twisted in each other. It's There's wounds, visible wounds on the rock.
I'm gonna try and shoot it. Oh, I got a 1. So let's just try that again. I tripped.
You dropped your gun, so you
Shit,
have to spend your next turn
My next turn is picking up my
picking it
gun.
up. Not as an action. You can do it as a bonus action, or you can sacrifice your movement action to pick up the gun. Okay, so you get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
So the first one you dropped it, you can use a bonus action to pick it up and then do a second action.
Okay. So I do that, and I roll a 4. No.
Okay. Don't roll a 1.
I rolled a 5.
Well,
You're overachiever.
Honda rolled a
you.
5, and he dropped his gun again.
You shot and it like went off.
That's okay. As long as I got a shot off.
yeah.
It's like normal bullets, right?
Does it ricochet through?
You're
the
like, yeah,
case?
ricochets a little bit. Rylatar's like, let's end this.
Yeah.
No, he swung in it and hit the thing, but it's just so hard skinned. Isaac.
I look at Rylatar and I say, let's end this for real. Funny joke, right?
That
I got a 14.
is a miss.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is impossible to hit.
Pew pew. But you're missing. It looks like it's up to Bubda to put an end to this.
If he does,
Figure yourself. I
I
critted
don't
this
know.
thing.
Okay, Bubda's gonna punch what he imagines to be the creature's groin area.
Oh, just think of how big his head's gonna be if he.
Yeah, Bubda hit.
Shut up.
I love it.
Oh, but he can't complete the task.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, he punches it where he thought would maybe be this creature's crotch, just to find out it doesn't have a crotch. So he actually punched it like in a really hard spot.
It's still-
It's a
Crotch.
crotchless rock.
Ended up hurting his own hand.
yeah,
Crotchless
he's-
rocktopus. Crotchless rocktopus.
Thank you.
the crotchless rocktopus?
Yeah.
You
For a
guys
minute,
face
too,
one of
there
those
was like
down?
a Hydra, remember? Because you cut one off and
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
Hydroctopus.
A
Hydroctopus.
crossless hydroroctopus.
Crotchless, yes.
Crotchless hydroctopus.
Hydroctopus.
Oh my gosh.
He's got it.
That is a tongue twister if I've ever heard one.
Kieran, finish this thing.
Not the first swing.
Consistency.
21.
That's it.
Yes.
And I'm assuming you do more than 1 point of damage, so
Yes,
see.
I do.
all right, let's flavor this though.
Oh, okay.
I'm so excited.
yes.
Step aside, boys, because justice will always prevail. And slices it through with glitter.
Yes! Just rain of pink sparkles everywhere. Monster rends in half. It's screaming and its tentacles go limp to its sides and black oil-like blood just squirts everywhere.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Mixed with the pink glitter.
So good job, guys. You guys just killed what is called in the D&D world
A rocktopus.
roper.
A roper.
Yeah, our name
Roper.
is way better.
Is that
I
what
think you need to
Rylatar
add a G
explains?
to that.
Yes. He's like
Like-
ropers. They're everywhere.
Okay, but I mean, clearly rocktopus, right, guys?
Yeah, rocktopus. Come on, it's rocktopus.
Surely no.
The
I mean, that was
crotch-
my first instinct.
That
so I'd
is
say
the-
yes.
Crotchless
Hide.
hydroctopus.
Rylatar just stares at you guys. I guess.
We all like give high fives and
I
wait
was
for him to come in.
Extremely hilarious. You guys are very clever.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Ropers have killed many of my people.
Then aren't you
Oh.
glad I just killed one?
We just evened out the odds a little bit.
Yes. Very well done. I see you're not all totally useless.
So does this mean we're pretty far off from the city proper, or do these things just hang around everywhere?
They can take the form of any. Oh, what? That's wrong. Okay. Wrong voice. They can take the form of any rock formation they wish. They're all over the place down here. They usually don't venture into the city, but they're not far off from the city, usually.
So we might run into another one?
Very possible.
Yeah, I hope not.
You could have warned us about this in the beginning.
If I were to try and warn you about everything that could go wrong down here in the Underdark, we'd be there all day. Just stay on your toes and do as I tell you.
Just one day, I think.
We talked about it over breakfast.
Yeah.
Let's proceed.
You guys move on through the tunnels, deeper, even deeper into the earth. You're passing caverns that have gems embedded in the wall, things that would be mined if miners were allowed in the Underdark. Maybe not great quality, not worth stopping to pick out with a dagger or anything, but
I put away my dagger.
as you get deeper and deeper, things start to look a little bit more worn, like they've been actually, the tunnels you've been through so far seem like they have never been used or very seldom used. You guys are getting to parts now that look a little bit more trafficked.
I don't remember what outside looks like.
Rylatar's like, we're about to get to the town, but I think we should probably stop here for the evening because I'm not quite sure what we'll find in town. And I would be walking into one of our busy cities with outsiders, so we need to assess the situation carefully. And if we are met in battle, I want you at your best.
Agreed.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
You guys are trying to find out why the Underdark is rising.
Yeah, but how do we do that? Can we go over like a plan?
Yeah, we don't really have a game
We're
plan.
here. You led us here. Congratulations.
What are
Job
you
well done.
doing?
What do we do now?
I think for now, the best course of action would be to wait.
Okay. So what do we do? Go to sleep?
I mean, we rest, but then what? Like, what's our plan?
I'm so, yeah.
He's like, well, you rest, and then in the morning, I'll do some scouting around.
Morning?
Night part 2.
Oh, all right.
Second night.
Yeah.
The lighter dark.
The light side of the Underdark.
Yeah.
Before everybody else wakes up, Rylatar wakes Kieran up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and he's like, watch the others. I'm going to go do some scouting. He's like, let them sleep. I'll be back shortly. If I don't come back, then you're going to want to get out of the Underdark as fast as possible.
Back the way we came.
Yes. Watch for ropers and mind flayers.
There's a full list of things that we don't want to run into. Okay. Well,
Whatever
you
it
know-
is, I'm sure you can handle it.
Oh, thank you. We'll be safe.
And ditch the goblin.
The goblin calls me pretty lady all the time. I'm not getting rid of it.
Rylatar goes out. While he's out, you guys wake up.
I miss the sun.
It's only been an evening.
Well, it's weird because there's always a sun no matter where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like even in a spaceship because
True.
I'm in a solar system, so there's always like a bright light out the window.
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Where's Ralatar?
Riles go scouting?
Yeah, he went scouting ahead.
Past
He
the
mentioned
trail
it.
mix.
Yeah, I know, right? What's okay? Sit here and eat, I
Yeah.
guess.
Trail rations.
Rations, yeah, trail rations.
Rylatar comes back. He's visibly kind of crestfallen.
Hey, Riles, what's up?
You look
Man.
crestfallen.
What's
You
wrong?
look semi-crestfallen.
I found the crowning city of the Underdark.
Well, that's good, right? That's where we need to go.
Yeah. So why don't you gather your things and we'll go.
Aren't you worried about all the people? You
Yeah,
know?
what's up with your face there?
No, I'm not.
Does it always
I'm not
do that?
worried about all the people.
What's wrong, little buddy?
Well, just gather your things and I'll show
Daniel,
you.
tell us.
Can
on
I
the
do a
way.
perception check to see, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Spencer knows what's going on, but it is
Yeah.
weird, so I just want to make sure he's not leading us. into-
If you're trying to sense what he is doing or thinking, then it would actually be insight.
Okay.
What's your
I'm
insight?
gonna check. Okay, no.
What'd you get?
No, I didn't do it.
Well,
It's
actually, it's kind of funny if I failed. So, 7.
Oh, okay.
9, I failed too.
What is my insight into what's going on?
You guys think that he's on the level. He's just trying to show you guys something. You think maybe he's sad about something. That's
Okay.
as much insight as you guys got out of it for those crappy ass rolls.
Well, that's what it seems. He seems a little down about something.
Little bummer.
Yeah. And a little bit maybe like he doesn't want to talk about it right this second.
Let's go, I guess.
All right.
Let's
you guys
go, I
clean up.
guess.
He leads you through just some tunnels. Things become a little bit more uniform, a little bit more like carved out, I guess, than the natural caves that you guys came through. And then as you come out of like a opening, finally you've reached the cave opening. You guys have your light rock so you guys can see. And as you step out, it's just this huge cavernous, there's still stalactites hanging and things like that, but it's just this huge underground cavern. And it's just got these buildings in it like any city on the surface would.
And you said this is like the main city, is that what you said?
He said it was the main city.
The cities are all carved out of
And they're
rock. I'm
carved out
guessing.
of like black rock. There's no trees like you would be used to seeing in a city. There's no like water features. There's not even really any walls because, you know, they're down underground already. It's just like buildings are there and it's just everything's stone. But it looks like
It looks magnificent.
it would have looked magnificent. At one point it was just a magnificent like sight to behold. But now it's got that eerie ghost town feel to it, and a lot of the buildings are got big holes in them.
Rock,
There's
tumbleweed,
dead people.
rolls around.
Yeah, there's like dead people lying
Holy
around
shit,
everywhere.
guys. The Underdark. It's a ruin.
It looks like there was a great battle here that happened, and the people lost. Like there's dead women and children.
Are
Drow.
there dead other creatures? Like, can we see what attacked them?
No, it looks like it's just Drow and maybe other
Are they all
Underdark creatures.
hulked out?
A few of them maybe look like they remind you a little bit of what happened with the lady that you guys fought back at the castle. It looks like they were fighting each other.
Ralatar, what happened here?
I don't know. This is the city I'm from. Oh, I'm not doing the accent. I don't know. This is the city I'm from, and this is not what I expected to see. There's usually so much life going on in this city. So many people live here, and it's been destroyed.
Listen, I mean, if you have a family or anything that you need to check on,
I've already checked.
I want to do something, but I don't know what to
I
do.
know.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So he's like,
I can't say anything.
Right now, I think we should spread out, try to find out what happened here.
You got it.
if you want to be searching for clues, dude.
Investigate?
Yeah.
Or can we just do it?
Yeah, investigation is what you would roll.
20.
20? Nice.
18.
18.
Yes.
Right, 'cause-
Hondo.
7.
You don't find anything. You're too
15.
distracted by
I am a
I'm
cop.
probably really distracted
You
by
know,
all the death.
seeing the dead drow children in the streets kind of is giving you flashbacks of your own death.
Oh,
there we go.
And all those little kids that died too?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
13.
You two don't find anything.
What? Shocking.
I find dead children.
You find dead children and are so distracted you don't look anymore.
Do you just break down?
No, she's
No?
probably like kneeling near the pile of dead children. I
Oh,
don't know how many there
this
are.
episode really took like a...
Sad, huh?
Well, she's probably
It's
putting
gotta-
like
it's gotta be
blessings, like
sad, so they just
you know,
build.
on them,
Yeah,
like
true.
for
Aw.
god of this place, like
Yeah.
just doing like rites. Maybe if we'd been here sooner, maybe we could have made a difference in the lives of these people. But you know, we're here, and everyone's dead, and it kind of freaks her out a bit. But she's going to kneel down besides them and kind of do the last rites, sort of like blessing sort of things that come to the top of her head for like this realm of what probably would be appropriate.
Bub
So
does
that's what
with
she's
you.
doing.
He's trying to participate however he can.
Oh,
Can we tell how long they've been?
From what you can tell, I guess, like, and Rylatar probably would have mentioned, like, it was before you guys started down into the Underdark.
Okay.
It probably happened before the rise actually happened. So before they started attacking the surface world, they probably came through here first.
Oh.
With my 20 and Hondo's 18, did we
Yeah.
find anything?
Yes. So you guys find things that people had written. People maybe scribbled down really fast as things were going on. Isaac, you find the so it would be actually it would be in the Underdark. So you probably can't read it.
So you have to call over
Yeah.
Yeah, Rylatar.
Rylatar.
But maybe so you find a dead person, a dead drow, and he's maybe written right next to him. You can see that he had a quill.
If he's writing and like the quill slipped off mid-page as he died, then I
Yeah.
assume that it's
That
important,
it's something
so-
important. Looks important to you.
Awesome.
Rylatar. And then I hand him the piece of paper.
It says that they were attacked by the cult of Gelsmack.
Does that name sound familiar to you?
Well, the cult of Gelsmack. They're a very small cult, from what I remember. They were worshipping some god that they believed was going to come and lay waste to the world and make his true believers the owners of the earth.
Typical
But
cults.
They were a very small cult, though. They had no real following. They had no armies. They were banned from the city.
So they weren't allowed here?
No, they weren't allowed to practice the worship of Gelsmack.
So they did it all in hiding, basically.
They would have to have been.
Hondo, you know a thing or two about cults, right?
A cult, but not cults.
but not a cult.
Yeah.
That's
all
right.
I
I
do is fight
misunderstood.
a cult.
When you said you fought a cult, I just assumed.
Did I find
Spells
anything?
or anything? Seems like rangers would have something to help track.
Well, that's what you do, Hondo.
I know.
In real life.
I can track creatures
There you go.
There
and
you go.
learn their exact number and their sizes and how long they passed through here. How long ago? So I can do a wisdom or an intelligence check, and I actually can pick my favorable terrain, which I assume is going to be desert. And if I do that check on desert, I get double the amount.
Which would not apply here, probably.
Would not
right?
apply here, correct?
No.
But it'll help us track.
But it helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Roll.
And
So
intelligence,
whichever one's hired.
23.
That's a good roll.
That's a good roll.
Good.
I was so nervous.
You're listening to them as they're talking about the cult, but your ranger eyes actually are starting to already pick out things around that employ the skill that you've used so often before, not only in this timeline that you were inserted into, but also in your home realm where you've tracked down bad people before.
Right.
Just like sliding footprints or like a broken off piece of something or the way that one of the dead bodies is laying. You kind of can follow a slight trail and you can kind of tell that there was like a small army worth of people that had come through here and just laid waste to everybody. It was about 5 days ago, though.
Okay, I was wondering that because Initially, I was thinking this has been happening for like months and months, but you're
That's
saying
what
it's
I
been
thought too,
happening.
yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
No, it's fine.
Well, we're new here.
Yeah.
Rylatar, how long has this trouble with the Underdark been going on?
But he tells you, yeah, it's been going on for, about a week.
I just kind of like looking at the ground and I just start spouting out all the stats. 5 days ago, there's a small army. I'm just like spouting out all these stats.
Where'd they go?
And you can kind of tell the direction that they
I
went in.
point that way.
Nice.
They went that way.
I never would have guessed.
Very good.
The
Awesome.
direction seems so obvious.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a moment, Ralatar?
No, I'm sure I'm going to have to grieve later, but right now all I want to do is get revenge.
I go up to Rylatar and say, "This is terrible. No one should ever have to go through this." And I hand him a pastry.
He actually takes it, by the way. Doesn't really say anything, like he doesn't speak, but he just kind of gives you a nod of approval.
So sorry, does Rylatar eat the pastry or does he put it away?
It's very important.
It is important.
isn't it? I don't think he would eat it right now.
I don't think
actually.
so either.
But he puts it away. He seems to get the deep philosophical meaning behind the pastry, and what a sacrifice it was for you to give it to him. Because he's been observing you guys a while now, so he kind of gets what you guys are about a little bit more than you probably think he does. So.
And then with the renewed determination to take
The
down...
new determination, bolstered up by the great injustice that you've seen here, and desire to help your new, I dare say, friend, Rylatar, get revenge for his fallen city, you guys travel forth into the unknown.
Thanks for listening to episode 7. Now, before I say anything more, we're going to announce the winners of the contest. You guys have waited long enough. And, 1 second, actually, because I just wanted to thank all of you for entering the contest. We had over 300 combined entries. It was crazy awesome. And we really appreciate you guys taking the time and effort to expose our podcast to the world. The 5th and 4th place prizes are dice sets, and they will go to Chris and Hano. The 3rd place prize, a Savage Worlds book along with a dice set, goes to Leah. The 2nd place prize, a D&D starter set, which comes with pre-made character sheets and adventure, everything you need to start playing D&D. It's awesome. Goes to Will. And the 1st place prize, which is the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Player's Handbook, and a dice set, and a Savage World book as well, goes to Tigger Data, which is just a username for now because we are recording this right before posting the episode so that we can get all the entries in on time. We'll get in touch with each of you over the next few days to figure out where we need to send this stuff. You might think that that's the end of it, but you're wrong. We'll have more contests in the near future, hopefully bigger and better ones. And every time you use the hashtag Tales of Nowhere, share a Facebook post, like us on Facebook, or leave an iTunes review. We'll have a little form to fill out on our Facebook page, and we'll tell you when we're having contests in the future so you can go to that form and fill out the information. It's retroactive, so everything that you do between now and the next contest will qualify you for more entries into the contest. So keep spreading the word if you like the podcast, and soon you could also win some great prizes. Again, thanks for entering the contest. It was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing some more soon. So now on to the usual stuff. If you got any feedback for us, we'd love to hear from you. You can email us at mail, M-A-I-L, at talesofnowhere.com. You can find us on Twitter at Nowhere Podcast. You can also find us on Reddit, the subreddit. I'm so excited that we're getting this going. It's a place to just come and talk about the episodes with other people that enjoyed it, and us. You can ask us questions. There's also a cool thing that we're doing when we go back to Cafe Nowhere, where we're going to order food from a menu that will change anything about us. Just statistics, personality traits, physical appearance for like half of the first episode in A New World. Kind of gives the fans a way to influence the story and the characters for a little bit. So you can submit your ideas there. We've already got a couple good ones. Yeah, literally made me laugh out loud. So go there and share your ideas with us. That is reddit.com/r/Tales of Nowhere. And of course, it'd be amazing if you could leave us an iTunes review. Thank you to the ones that have done it already. It really helps us as a new podcast to get our name out there. And we love hearing what you guys have to say about the podcast. The intro and closing theme songs were done by composer Sean Jackson, and the rest of the music was done by the incredibly hardworking and talented John Good. You can find more of his music on SoundCloud under the name Burn7. I think that's everything. So thanks for listening, and until next time.